Welcome to YAP with YAP, a podcast series from the YAF's Youth Advisory Board.
We're living in a rapidly changing world which can be isolating, especially for young people at risk of youth violence. From the rising use of AI and the lack of trusted adults in youth clubs, where do young people find connections and how can professionals build this with the young people as they support and serve? We've got some ideas, have a listen.
And also that also plays into like how the government is like cutting funding for youth services, youth like organizations that really like help support young people move on, and then also like divert them from, you know, violence or trouble.
Give them a trusted adult.
Yeah, give them someone to talk to, someone. And it's like there's a statistic where young people are speaking, like relying on AI for support, for guidance, and it's just, I think that's really like shocking. And it's just really sad to see that rather than going to like an actual trusted adult they trust and speak to, confide in.
It's quite worrying because if young people don't have a trusted adult, AI is then the next most accessible thing, I guess, for most people. Most people have got a smartphone.
Yeah.
And it takes away that human consideration, that human interaction that is just normal for humans to function. But then also, AI doesn't have screening. We don't know what information people are being given in the comfort of their own home. If you're struggling with your mental health and say to AI, where's the nearest, I don't know, or the easiest way to commit a certain act, AI will just give you that information with no screening.
Give you like an ease, and then you're going to commit whatever you want to do.
What do you think needs to be done to tackle that? Do you think that there's a gap in services? Do you think there's a gap in how accessible services are? Do you think the media needs to do more of a push on excellence of minority groups? So like, for example, Black excellence or any other minority excellence?
I think that would be reforming the whole of society.
It would be, yeah.
It's too big a job.
Not long ago.
Social media does have a lot of power, so it could work.
I guess reforming services is one thing, but it's like, how do you even begin to kind of do that? I guess there's so many services out there that are just completely backlogged already. So it's like, there's just, and as much as people blame one political party, another political party's come, but we're still in the same situation. Nothing's changed. So it's like, how do those changes begin to look realistic for young people? Really, is
and there's
a
definitely a need for more youth services, like you were talking about, like less youth clubs and things like that, but also moving with the times. Young people, adults as well, to be fair, need to be educated on what AI is and how it impacts society. Where's that information going? Like, who can access these things? Where's that information generated from?
When you're part of a culture that doesn't really push mental health, you need someone that can relate to you and knows you, right, in a cultural aspect, but also in a mental health aspect as well. And because if you can tick one box, you can probably tick the other box as well. And that takes months. It's a long-term solution as well. And it's a very valuable aspect of learning what a young person wants, because every young person is different. And this is what I mean, like, we cannot generalize. Generalizing young people is the worst thing you can do when every individual has had a different life experience.
I absolutely hate when people talk about young people as a case. They're like, oh yeah, so I've got this case. You're working with a young person. Like, why are we calling people cases?
I've had a social worker say that to me about my own brother before.
It's so rude.
I'm like, what if we told you sitting right next to me? What are you talking about a case?
I think that's why the government needs to just put more money into this so they can hire more staff to help support workers, to help them with their caseload and the young people, because it is really hard. You will not remember 15 kids in a week and see them, and to have like a person-centered approach for each one is destroy, like, it's going to be damaging to you and your mental health and your well-being. So how can you support a young person when you can't look after yourself?
I think a lot of the time, young people don't feel as if they're being cared for truly. So when their social worker, youth worker, whatever it is, turns their phone off at 5 o'clock, well, I've still got to live for the next few hours. I've still got to, I might be getting involved in violence on the weekends. Like, who is there? If you're acknowledging as a worker that young person doesn't have anyone else outside of your service, and your service finishes at 5 o'clock, and doesn't then on a Friday, and then doesn't open again until 9 o'clock on a Monday, we're doing them a disservice. And I'm not saying everyone should work all hours under the sun, but maybe if we had a couple of people working Monday to Wednesday and a couple of people working Wednesday to Saturday, or we've got to be having, again, more of a multi-agency joined up approach. Young people are only going to feel cared for if they're truly being cared for and it doesn't feel like a job. Like if you're saying to a young person, I don't work after 5, they're just going to be like, oh, it's just your job, that's the only reason you're working with me.